Most 125 pounders, they aren't as strong as me at all, so I'm probably as strong as a 197 pounder. It's definitely a big advantage being as strong as like a heavyweight wrestling 125.
I wrestle with Rohan a little bit from time to time, and I tell you what, he is as strong as any of the 65, 74, 84 pounders that we have on our team, and his grip is amazing. He's benching somewhere around, you know, whether he'll tell it or not, 285, maybe close to 300 on different days.
There is no doubt senior wrestler Rohan Murphy is strong, but that's not why he is revered by his teammates. Born without legs, Murphy is the only Division I wrestler who competes with this disability.
I know that I'm at a big disadvantage in the sport of wrestling, but I just love it. Honestly, you don't really need your legs. They're helpful, of course, but you don't really need them. As long as you have good body strength and you can hold on to stuff.
Everything he does is on the mat. You know, he can't stand up and snap somebody down. He has to try to do everything underneath and real fast. And it was really neat to watch, to see how somebody can adjust and overcome and kind of make it their own and find a way to make it happen.
Sports weren't always a part of Murphy's life. Growing up, he only knew what it was like on the sidelines.
It was hard because I always loved sports, but unfortunately I could never really participate in sports because of my disability. In my 8th grade gym teacher, Mr. Ron Croto, he came up to me one day and he said I'll be able to compete with kids my age in wrestling, so I just went out for the sport and tried it.
Murphy soon discovered he was as good or better than most guys he wrestled, and by his senior year in high school, he was just one match away from qualifying for the New York State Championships. Suddenly, a college wrestling career seemed possible, and Penn State was his first choice.
I just called up Coach Sunderland, just let him know that I was interested in coming out for the team, but the funny thing is I didn't mention that I had disability, and I remember that first day, my first year, I just rolled into his office in my village. I was like, yeah, I want to be a part of the team, and he thought, like, how could this kid wrestle if he doesn't have legs? And I just told him that I'll be able to do it, just give me a shot, and he gave me a shot, thankfully.
I'm sitting in my office in August, early August. I got a knock and went over and answered the door, and Rohan was there in his wheelchair. He said hello, introduced himself, and said, I'd like to be part of your program. And I said, well, how would you like to help us? And he said, I want to wrestle for you, Coach.
Now, his second year competing for Penn State, Murphy continues to work hard and earn his place on the mat. He never thinks of himself as being at a disadvantage.
You know, when the rest of the team kind of gets down on themselves or feeling sorry for themselves, you know, they kind of catch Rohan out of the corner of their eye, and, you know, just with his attitude and his demeanor, it's just amazing. He's just a great young man.
I just want to be part of the team. I don't want to do anything differently that my teammates are doing. So if they're running up the stadium bleachers, I want to be doing it on my hands. If they're going up Mount Hussey on their feet, I want to be doing it on my hands. I just want to be a part of the team. And whatever they do, I want to do. I'm not going to let my disability stop me.